In North Korea, it is not 2026, but the year 115. Time is calculated from the birth of Kim Il-sung, known as the Juche calendar. Radios in homes are sealed to receive only government stations. They can be turned down, but the law forbids turning them off completely so propaganda can flow 24/7. Wearing light blue jeans is strictly forbidden as they are considered a symbol of American imperialism. Only dark-colored trousers that do not associate with the West are allowed. The global internet practically does not exist for ordinary people. Citizens only have access to a domestic network called Kwangmyong, which contains only a few thousand rigorously screened websites. If someone is sent to a labor camp for a political crime, the punishment spans 3 generations. The parents and children of the convict are also imprisoned, often spending their entire lives there. While legends of a rigid catalog of 28 haircuts exist, the law simply mandates a neat, socialist style. The morality police target men for long hair or dyeing, which is seen as a sign of corruption. In 2015, Korea introduced its own time zone called Pyongyang time. However, 3 years later, the regime decided to return to standard time to facilitate talks with South Korea. Education is only free in theory, as parents must pay for classroom heating and provide wood. It is common for students to also pay for their own desks and chairs at school. Satellite photos show North Korea as a complete black hole between glowing neighbors. This is due to massive power shortages, with electricity cut off almost nationwide at night. Due to a lack of chemical fertilizers, the government orders citizens to collect and deliver human waste for agricultural purposes. Each family has a set quota to meet. Officially, Coca-Cola is not allowed to exist there, but the drink is widely available to the elite. Cans are mass imported from China with original labels and sold in exclusive shops in the capital. Elections are held every 5 years, but only one party-approved name appears on the ballot. Voting no requires entering a special booth under the eyes of guards, which is seen as an act of treason. Christmas is completely banned in this country under threat of imprisonment. Instead, on December 24th, citizens must celebrate the birthday of Kim Jong-un's grandmother, called the heroine of the revolution. A citizen cannot move freely within their own country. To travel to another city or visit family, a special permit from local authorities is required. The country has multi-lane highways that remain almost completely empty. Private car ownership is forbidden for ordinary people, with cars belonging only to the military and officials. Kim Jong-il tried to solve the hunger problem by importing giant breeding rabbits from Germany. The project collapsed when it turned out that breeding was too expensive, and the rabbits were eventually eaten at a state banquet. Wearing earrings and other jewelry by men is strictly suppressed by the morality police. They are treated as a manifestation of capitalist fashion that does not fit North Korean society. The Ryugyong Hotel in Pyongyang is a 105-story colossus that has remained empty for over 30 years. It is the tallest unoccupied building in the world and has never hosted a single guest. State television offers only 3 channels, all entirely controlled by censors. They mainly broadcast the leaders' successes, patriotic songs, and war-themed movies. In every apartment, perfectly clean portraits of Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il must hang. Police conduct random inspections to check if the images are dusty or not placed centrally. A special, dedicated cloth is used to clean the portraits of the leaders, and it must not be used for any other purpose. Breaking this rule is considered an insult to the state. Military service for women is mandatory and usually lasts about 7 years. Conditions in the barracks are very harsh, and malnutrition is a common problem among female soldiers. The main source of information about the world is USB drives smuggled across the border from China. People risk their lives to secretly watch South Korean dramas and action movies. Public Wi-Fi networks practically do not exist, and access to any wireless connection is reserved exclusively for high-ranking officials. Ordinary citizens can only dream of it. North Korea modified the rules of basketball for its local leagues. For example, slam dunks are worth 4 points, and successful shots in the last seconds of the game count for 8 points. There are 2 specially bred flower species, Kim Il-sungia and Kim Jong-gilia. Great festivals are held every year where growers present the most beautiful specimens in honor of the leaders. In the past, every teacher in the country had to know how to play the accordion. The instrument was considered mobile and ideal for accompanying workers in the fields. People with disabilities were removed from the showcase capital for decades to avoid spoiling the image of an ideal society. While the regime has tried to soften this image recently, life in the provinces remains extremely difficult. The neighborhood surveillance system ensures that every group of houses has a supervisor. Neighbors are required to report any suspicious behavior, like late-night visits or possession of foreign currency. Kim Il-sung formally still holds power as the eternal president. It is the only country in the world whose official head of state has been deceased for over 30 years. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, follow us, and visit our profile for more.